let me move on. I got to mention something from AEW just to say that we mentioned them this week. We didn't completely gloss them over, but let me pull up Dynamite. So this is July 31st. He was trying to mess with Will Ospreay as they're feuding, right? And then Kyle Fletcher came out to defend Will Ospreay because they used to be in United Empire together. And so it's set up for Kyle Fletcher against MJF next week. And MJF was there. They were in South Carolina this week, so he was there doing his heel thing. You know, Vlad gave this segment. What did Vlad give this segment? Half a thumbs up.
Half a thumbs up, yeah.
And Robert gave it a thumbs up. So Robert was happy to see MJF being a heel. All right, Robert, I know this is a surprise. I didn't really warn you that we were going to talk about this, but I'm going to give you a minute on the clock. Anyways, so you have anything to say about this Kyle Fletcher getting involved in this angle?
I mean, it makes sense. They've been, they've mentioned in previous episodes that they're best friends, so it makes sense that he would, run into it to help Will Ospreay. One criticism I would say here is Kyle Fletcher's promo was kind of cringe and a little too long. I just wish he made it a little bit more brief. Then this would have been a little bit better for me. But it wasn't too bad.
All right. How about you, Vlad? Vlad, half a thumbs up. You kind of like this, I guess, as you say in your review on our YouTube posts. You got anything you want to say here and you want to add to it?
Yeah, I think actually having Kyle Fletcher involved is the reason that it's not like not an Orange Cassidy thumbs up, but
you're giving it barely a thumbs up.
Not a good thumbs up. I'm not a particularly fan of Fletcher.
Do you see a swerve coming? Is Fletcher gonna lay out MJF with the help of the Don Callis family?
I mean,
not MJF, Will Ospreay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I kind of knew. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, you think that would make sense given that he just left the group like that and then just didn't do shit about it. They're like, I'm leaving your group. All right, and he was like, all right, good job, my boy. Carry on. You would think that this would be some sort of punishment for that, or some sort of get back for that, and. I guess you're onto something. It's a potential. This could be something. I just don't like their involvement in it. Don Callis has been a complete enigma in everything that he's been involved with. Just don't like anything that he's been going with. And Fletcher just, when I look at Fletcher, I'm sorry, I just see like an indie talent, a guy that I just don't think would ever amount to much of anything except on the indies or on this godforsaken show that's given 2 hours nationally. Every week for reasons I've yet to understand.
It's more than 2 hours. They get 5 hours, man. Collision is the one I'm hanging with Dynamite. Collision is the one that really bothers me, man. I can't hang with Collision. I can't even forward through it. Like it takes me 30 minutes to forward through a 2 hour show. You got to give me something. I can't just waste 30 minutes of my life. But anyways, moving along from this, I'm with you, Vlad. Half a thumbs up here. I'm not too excited to see Don Callis family involvement in this storyline. Don Callis family could be a good idea, but not the way it's been presented. It's not something that anyone cares about, and it's getting interjected into these main event angles. It was in the main event of the last pay-per-view with Swerve and Will Ospreay too, but it's not really getting. It's not getting pronounced. We're not really seeing him that much in any kind of good way.